Have you ever had one of those moments where your brain completely betrays you? I mean, you know exactly what to say. You rehearsed it. You had a flawless plan. And then your mouth steps in like, nah, I got this, and proceeds to absolutely ruin your life. Yep. Today's story is about that exact moment. The moment I accidentally called my girlfriend's mom Miss Cheryl, and then instantly wanted to disappear off the face of the earth. It all started pretty normal. I'd been dating this girl, let's call her Emily. She's sweet, smart, and honestly, way out of my league. Like space station level out of my league. After about 3 months of dating, she hits me with, "Hey babe, want to come over for dinner and meet my mom?" Now look, that sounds innocent to most people. But to me, that was DEFCON 1. I started preparing like I was interviewing for a job at the White House. Got a haircut, ironed my best shirt, used just the right amount of cologne. I even practiced saying, "Nice to meet you, ma'am," in the mirror like 15 times. I showed up at her place, classic American house, white porch, wooden door, lavender lining the walkway. I ring the bell. Her mom, Miss Cheryl, answers. Elegant woman, polite smile. The kind of smile that tells you she's judging everything from your shoes to your soul. I reached out to shake her hand and said, "This is what I practiced. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Co-Cheryl." What? My brain reached into some dusty storage room and pulled out the word co, a random leftover from some old language class or who knows where. Not ma'am, not Miss Cheryl, just co-Cheryl, like I was addressing my old middle school piano teacher. She paused for a second, smiled, but it was the kind of smile that said, "Oh, honey, no." Emily looked at me like I had just farted during communion. And I stood there like a glitching robot. I quickly tried to backpedal. I mean, Miss Cheryl, sorry. Just nerves. Nervous energy. Ha-ha. No one laughed. Not even a pity chuckle. We sat down for dinner. I tried to recover by complimenting the food, making a few harmless jokes, even pretending to know something about recycling when Miss Cheryl brought it up. Every time she looked at me, though, I felt like her eyes were saying, "This boy called me Co." Eventually, things started to calm down. Emily smiled again. Her mom asked about my job, and I thought, okay, maybe I survived the first level of Squid Game. But then, right as I stood up to leave, my mouth betrayed me again. I said, "Thank you so much for the lovely dinner, Co-Cheryl. It was amazing." Boom. Strike 2. Fatal error. Emily's soul visibly left her body. Miss Cheryl gave that same polite smile, but this time it said, "I will never forget this." On the ride home, Emily didn't yell. She just said, "You called my mom Co. twice." I panicked. I rambled. I Googled stuff like, what to call your girlfriend's mom when your brain malfunctions. No help, no salvation, just me and my shame. But that's why I'm telling you this story, because I know I'm not alone in moments like this. Maybe you've accidentally called your boss Mom. Maybe you sent a spicy text to your dentist by mistake. We all mess up. Human mouths are chaotic and uncontrollable. Sometimes they just turn into little chaos gremlins. And the lesson here? Be careful how you speak. Prepare, but don't overthink. Breathe. Slow down. And for the love of everything good, don't call your girlfriend's mom anything other than ma'am until you've married into the family. Oh, and in case you're wondering, Emily and I are still together. Miss Cheryl still looks at me like I'm a half-finished homework assignment. But I've learned something powerful. Words are weapons, and sometimes you accidentally nuke your own social life.